Virgo, I'm feeling this. This love reading is cute, cute, cute. Happy birthday, by the way. We are literally like one day out, right? We're right on the cusp, okay? Cupid's arrow for your love message this week. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation. Struck by love. I don't know if you just met somebody or if you have some event that you're going to. We're going to get some cards out here to help refine and clarify this, but I love this energy. And then we have clock out here, but this card was in reverse chaw. It says needing time, cycles, and takes time, time to heal, progressing. This was in reverse. So what this tells me, for whoever this message is for, Virgo, is that you probably are coming out of a hermit, probably coming out of a time where you were taking time to yourself, and now it feels like it's time to start thinking about dating, you know, moving forward, progressing. You know, time is no longer just standing still while you heal. It feels like it's you emerging, coming out of something. And maybe for some of you, you were hit with Cupid's arrow, got a little crush on somebody right now, okay? And then for those of you where you're in a connection, this reminds me of you rekindling, igniting that passion, right? Like going a step higher, deeper in your connection. Now, this is an interesting one. Again, we're gonna have to get some cards out here for this, but engagement ring out here, and it says higher commitment, eternity, partnership and union, completion. So again, for those lovers out there that I'm speaking to, Virgo, and you have already been in a connection, just kind of feels like, you know, maybe after a time of something probably being challenging in relationships, they go through ups and downs. That's just the nature of it, right? But every down in a relationship prepares for the up. And when you go up again, you're going to go up higher because you're deeper, you're loyal, you're more connected. And so for those of you, it feels like a rekindling energy that is here right now. So let's get some cards out here for you, Virgo. Guide, angel, spirit guys, tell us about Virgo's energy right now and their love message. Virgo's energy right now. Thank you, guide, angel, spirit guys. It's beautiful. I love this. A wonderful way to close out your season. Okay, thank you, guide, angel, spirit guides. Tell us more. Virgo's energy right now and love, related to love. Okay. Now there's some defensiveness, some protecting, because there was some painful betrayal possibly in the past, and it kind of feels like for some of you, now I'm going to start with those of you where you're not completely committed to someone. Maybe you're looking at somebody, someone's texting you, you're probably doing that flirty thing right now. What you're coming out of in the past was incredibly painful. A lot of betrayal, a lot of lying, possibly infidelity, betrayal. And these are all of the times. I think of each sword of the 10 of the swords as being every single time there has been a stab in the back. And it's made you, for those of you that I'm speaking to right now, defensive and protective. Okay, so there's someone who's interested in you, and maybe someone that you're looking at and you're a little bit guarded and protected, and rightfully so. You've been through something. And so also for those of you where you are in a connection right now, the same is really true. You're going slow, there's been a betrayal, but you're deciding to work it out, keep growing, go to a higher height together. And there is still some protection. There's still a little bit of guardedness that is kind of being ironed out, and that will happen over time. Guide, angel, spirit guys, tell us a little bit more about why the 10 of swords and the 7 of wands is out here. Thank you, guide, angel, spirit guides. Let's see. Tell us a little bit more here. Thank you, guide, angel, spirit guides. Okay. Yep. Turned off of love. What's so funny is that sometimes when the cards pop out and then kind of twist in the air, I thought the 7 of wands was actually the 4 of cups. So it's fascinating that this actually popped out. But this also feels like just taking it slow, making sure you're ready. Some of you have been, you're in a connection. You love this person. I'm reluctant to say in a connection because maybe there's been some distance, and you're still allowing yourself to gradually come back around to accepting and trusting this person again. You love this person. That's a very specific message who's in that kind of middle category there. But this is just making sure that this time in love, going deeper into our connection or getting into love again, it's right. And you know what, Virgo, I love this for you. I love this for anyone in the world. You know, everything that we go through tends to be something that can help inform us. It's a lesson for us. And so it feels like I've been through something, you know, and I'm taking the lesson from that. And because I've learned a lot about who people can be and, you know, the ebbs and flows of couples, relationships, I'm going to observe for a moment. I'm not going to take everything that's said here for face value. I want things to be proven. I want the love to be shown that it's really there. And so, yeah, there's some guardedness, some protection right now. But after what you've been through, Virgo, who I'm speaking to, it just feels like you want to make sure that it's right. You're taking your time here. Now let's get some advice. Guide angel spirit guides for my lovely birthday, Virgo. What advice do you have for them? And belated birthday for those of you where your birthday has passed. Hopefully it was a good birthday and you enjoyed yourself. Guide angel spirit guides advice for Virgo. I'm so excited. Can you tell? Am I doing the most right now? Thank you, guide angel spirit guides. Advice for love for Virgo, for a successful relationship, for joy, for love, for prosperity and abundance. Okay, so Empress out here. Okay, so this is letting it flow. This is being in that divine feminine energy, and it's not about the gender. I know that can be kind of a distraction. This is about just letting process happen. This is beginning energy, start energy, creativity, loving. When I see the Empress, I also think of the Temperance card, and that kind of just feels like flow, letting, you know, things just kind of process as they need to, staying nurturing, staying on your throne, staying beautiful, staying handsome, whoever you are, but just accepting right now and knowing your worth and your value. Now, with the 9 of Wands being here, and it was kind of like at an angle, this feels like it's hard because you also have the Strength out here too. Let me not forget that. So with these 2 cards out here, being out here with the divine Empress here, who is not fated by anything, this feels like it is hard to kind of stay in this seat of beauty, elegance, class, wisdom after what you've been through. So for whoever you are dealing with, it's about staying poised right now, okay? Stay poised. You are this. You don't have to work too hard to be this, Virgo. But just in your energy right now, this is who you have been created to be. The things that you've experienced in your past, whether you're with the person or this is a new connection, has groomed you and primed you. I don't like to use the word groomed, but it has prepared you to be this person, this being. This is a beautiful being. That's who we want to see in a connection. And it's going to take some strength to keep your head held high. You might have days where you're like, I don't even know if, you know, the love that I want is going to happen, if our relationship is going to recover from what has happened here. But when I see the 9 of Wands in a reading, it's like, it's been hard, it's been painful, probably have given up a time or 12, but if you continue to persevere and believe, you're going to be successful here. The goal that you want is here because you're still standing strong. Now, here are all of, you know, the swords, you know, the pain from the past, you know, this is all of those hurtful experiences in the form of wands, but you're gated and you're protected, but that's okay because that Empress is still here, loving, kind, but people do have to earn it, and that's all right here. It's going to take some strength. You might have to, you know, take it piece by piece, you know, enjoy a wonderful date, a wonderful phone call, you know, the re-entry into a deeper level in your connection, and then spend some time with spirit, spend some time with yourself, ask yourself questions. How did that make me feel? You know, what was the ouchie and the prickly? And then checking in about that. It just feels like using your time wisely as you are growing in this connection, as you are reintegrating yourself in love. But it is going to require some strength to stay in this seat. But this is out here because spirit knows that you have it in you. You have the potential here. And why not? It's time. You are deserving of love. You are deserving of beauty in your life. You're deserving of everything that it is that you truly want in your heart. So I say go after it. I'm excited and I'm proud of you. I love you, Virgo, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.